Hi, my name is Brian Helms, and for this section of Exam 2 in geomorphology, I will be exploring the morphology of a hill slope on the east side of Bozeman. This hill is a recently developed section of Bozeman city trails, and is used by both people and livestock, and is accompanied by a small stream, which makes it a unique opportunity to study the convergence that these factors can have on a hill slope. This trail is called the Wellness Trail and serves as a means of connecting the apartment complexes of East Bozeman to the Highland Glen Trail and the rest of the town. It is a recent add-on, only constructed within the last year, recent enough to not show up on satellite imagery. The hill slope prior to and around the trail is transport limited. This means that soil production is greater than the forces of erosion acting upon it. The downslope rates are limited by transport capacity, and this is due to the nature of the soil itself, as well as the factors that are maintaining its cohesion and stability over those that mean to undo it. The forces acting on the section of the slope are diffusional, meaning that the transport rate is determined by the slope gradient. Soils are produced from rocks acting as the parent material through the processes of weathering and natural erosion. Soil conservation is a constant battle between production, which can take decades, and erosion, which can be instantaneous. There are no signs of creep, there is little evidence of bioturbation, and there's strong cohesion from the thick nature of the soil and the vegetation holding it in place in the form of grasses and trees. Meanwhile, the hill slope around the newly established trail lies on the opposite side of the spectrum. It represents an alluvial hill slope where exposed soil is being eroded and transported even with just limited amounts of liquid introduced to the system, let alone large amounts during weather events. Bare soil has been excavated and removed and is now subject to weathering and transport without vegetation to maintain cohesion. Both physical and chemical weathering are taking place in greater degrees, broken by freezing and further dissolved by precipitation. Removal of vegetation has made the soil less resistant to bioturbation by livestock and people. Here, erosional forces are far outweighing soil production. These processes are already taking place, as evident by creep downslope of and above the trail. As soils are removed, they are transported downslope directly into the nearby stream. Newly transported soil is deposited, loose and unfixed, and vegetation struggles to pin it down before further transport can take hold. Thank you for joining me in this glimpse at hill slope and soil mantle morphology, and here's to a great rest of the semester.